Chattambi Swamigal. Chattambi Swamigal was a scholar, sage of Kerala with superhuman powers. He rarely exhibited his powers, but sometimes they showed themselves unexpectedly. Once, when he was the guest of a magistrate, a new lace cloth was used for covering something in his room. By morning, it was full of holes, for the rats had been at it. Naturally, the magistrate was very annoyed. Swamiji then conducted a trial of the rats, just as a magistrate would in a court. He called out to the rats, "Come on, children, all of you gather here." A large number of rats gathered in his presence. He picked up the spoiled lace cloth in his hand and showed it to them. "Tell me who has done this." One of the tiny rats came forward and nodded its head, indicating that it was the guilty one. Then Swamigal asked the magistrate to give the rats a banana each. When they had eaten the bananas, he told them not to repeat the mistake and sent them away. After that day, even while Swamigal slept, his things would be safe and no one could take them unless he himself gave them away. Once, Swamiji was in Parur, where he stayed in the Pattipura on his host house. Shortly before his visit, the host brought a clock from Bombay, now Mumbai, which in those days was a rarity. The clock was in the room where Swamiji stayed for the night. As Swamiji always slept with the doors and windows open, the host was afraid that the clock might be stolen by someone at night. So he went into the Swamiji's room before he turned in for the night to remove the clock and keep it inside. But Swamiji assured him that no one could take it away without his knowledge. It would be safe. The host went back, leaving the clock there, but he wanted to test the truth of Swamiji's words that all things would be safe even while he slept. So he got up at night and stealthily entered the room where Swamiji was sleeping. He tiptoed to the clock and stretched his hands out to take it away. But the moment he did so, something like an electric shock ran through his hand and he was rooted to the spot as if paralyzed. His hand stuck to the clock. Try as he might, he could neither walk away nor let go of the clock. He stood there for hours, bound by an unseen power, till Swamiji woke up in the morning. Seeing his host with his hand on the clock, he smiled and said, "You need not have doubted my word. Now you can leave." As he said these words, his host's hand came away from the clock and he was able to move again.